yards. Beyond that, you might as well forget it. And your big problems here are, one, it is a smooth bore. It does not have the rifling in it to spin the bullet for the range and accuracy. The bigger problem is in the cartridge. The military gave you a 65 caliber ball instead of a 69 caliber ball. The idea was you could load this more times in combat before you had to clean it, because it was a smaller bullet, and they could fire them rapidly. They could do 3 shots a minute. They did tests with these in Washington, D.C. in 1810. They had guys that could do 36 shots in 13 minutes. They had to stop them because the barrels became so hot the powder would flash as they tried to load them. But what that small bullet means is it does not fit tight. So it bounced a little bit as it came out, so you weren't sure where it's going. That's why they all mass together in lines and shoot at each other. It's the only way to really make these things effective. Once you started doing that, it made no difference what you're wearing because everybody was standing in lines out in the field shooting at each other. Now, the cartridge was just a paper tube. They would attempt to waterproof these with animal fat or wax with varying degrees of success, but you have to have a means of ignition. It cracks me up. If this was Hollywood, I could drop it on the ground and you could step on it and blow up. In real life, it has to have fire added to it. So that's what your lock is for. These are a flint lock. So this is just a vise that holds that flint into place. You'll put black powder in this little pan right here, and we will shut down the prison. The rest of it gets loaded through the muzzle. When I shoot this then, the hammer will fall forward, that flint piece will strike that steel piece and flip that open. That will hopefully cause sparks, which will ignite your priming powder. You see a little flash of fire, the fire goes through the hole in the side, and theoretically this thing will go off. They work about 75% of the time in good weather, so the higher the humidity and moisture, the less likely the thing is to go off. Now, there's all this period with the paper cartridges, you have to have 2 to 4 matching teeth to be in the military. You have to be able to bite these cartridges open. People knew this. There was a guy, only militias drafted this time, and there was a guy in Kentucky was drafted. He did not want to go, so he knocked out his 2 front teeth, thinking they could not take him. He did not realize he could bite it on the side, and he had to go anyway. So you bite these off. Now, normally, you would turn this way because you would be facing the enemy. We are going to go backwards. The rest goes in like so. If that was a live round, then you'd have your lead ball on the bottom of the paper. Generally, the Americans will put 3 small buckshot in there too. It's called a buck and ball load, and it is used in smoothbore muskets clear up through the Civil War. There it went. You can tell it's damp today because there was a bit of a hang fire on that. A lot of times they will go off, if it's dry, almost instantaneously. I don't notice the flash unless there is a hang fire, and then I can see that fire in my face.
Could that gun be bought by the average person, civilian, or was it just a